How's it going, you guys? You guys came back, so thank you guys so much for that. And for you guys watching this live premiere, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button. Well, I'm your host for this one, Landon Do Not Sing, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. So this is scary stories ever told by you guys. Make sure you guys look for this Instagram at Landon Productions and tell me a scary story so you guys can become a part of the next video. I picked 10 of you to be featured in a video, and we want you guys to become a part of the most amazing family here on YouTube. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram as well. I'm going to choose one lucky person and I'm going to make sure to follow you guys. And if this video becomes popular, we're going to turn this into a series. We're going to do part 3, part 4, part 5, part 10, who knows. So just letting you guys know that this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I've been playing it all weekend and you guys can play it as well right now for free. All you have to do is click the links down in the description below. For those of you guys who don't know Raid Shadow Legends, well, it's a brand new collection RPG game that is taking the mobile gaming landscape by storm. Almost 10 million players worldwide have already downloaded the game, including myself, and that's just a span of 3 months. I've been playing the campaign mode and I'm super close to unlocking the catacombs of Narbuk. My strongest champion so far is the Gallic and he is level 22. And the thing I love most about this game is collecting all the new champions. You never know who you're gonna unlock next. And my favorite character is the sniper. She is a beast in battle, especially in dungeon fights and huge bosses. I honestly love the game, hence why I've been playing it so much, but you know what, don't take my word for it. Make sure you guys check it out yourself by clicking the links down below. And because I partnered up with Raid Shadow Legends, if you guys go right now, they're gonna instantly give you 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. The game is growing super fast, and right now there is a new awesome loyalty reward program for new players. You get a new daily login reward for the first 90 days in the game. So make sure you guys download the game now and play it. And if you guys want to become a part of my clan, you guys can find me under Landon YouTube. So good luck out there on your quest, and I will see you there. Alright, starting this list off in at number 10 with a person who could see ghosts when they were a kid. So this comes from user http.alessandra. Also just letting you guys know, I've actually chosen you as the winner for me to follow. Okay, so they actually messaged me and they said, thank you so much for following me. To be honest, I had a mini freak out when I saw it, lol. Well, you're welcome. I'm gonna try to follow as many of you guys as possible. I really want you guys to become a part of this. Alright, so this is what you sent in. I was a gateway child, meaning I can see ghosts and stuff as a kid. I can't anymore. I used to have this, best friend named Charlie who went from what my mom is describing and from what I remember was a demon. My mom told me this story about one time when we went to pick up my dad from his shift at 3 a.m. He worked third shift. Out of nowhere I said, Mommy, Charlie said you need to go bye-bye. My mom called grandma panicking. My grandma told her to sing about Jesus cause evil things hate that. So my mom sang Jesus loves the little children. While in a complete panic, from what I was told, I started to trash violently in my car seat while making demonic noises. I was basically possessed before the age of 5. Is this real life right now? That is absolutely terrifying. And I don't know if I can handle seeing a ghost or an evil spirit. I kind of stay away from that kind of stuff. I'm not really a believer, but if I saw something, if I saw a real ghost, obviously I'd be a believer. But you know what? This story could be plausible. Also, if I was a parent and my kid was making demonic noises in the back seat, yeah, it's time to go. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll call a priest, put some some holy water. Number 9, this scary story comes from the Undertaker_official_ and they said, okay, so I woke up at 3 a.m. and got up, looked in the mirror, and this figure was behind me. So I turned around and it was gone. Went to bed the next day. I had marks on my back. Alright, well, I think you made a mistake when you looked into a mirror at 3 in the morning. And if you really did get scratches on your back, well, first of all, I hope you're okay, but you were probably attacked by an angry spirit, or maybe it was a Bloody Mary. If this story is true, I would definitely never look into that mirror ever again in the dark, especially at 3 in the morning. I don't know, just saying. And actually, it might be time to get rid of that mirror, buy another one, but just make sure you don't smash it or crack it, because you don't want to be cursed for the next 7 years, because that could be bad. Number 8, this next story comes from YouTube, so it comes from the part 1 of this video. Make sure you guys go check that out, and make sure you guys leave your comments or scary stories in this video as well as Instagram. I'll try to choose like 5 from here, 5 from there. And make sure if you guys are on Instagram, you guys look for this image right here and post your story there. So this story is from A_C and they said, I got a okay story. Years ago, I don't remember what year, I was staying at my grandfather's house for a while. My grandfather has 2 chairs side by side pointing to the TV. It was 11 p.m. at night and my grandfather was sleeping in the chair to my left. I was playing my Wii cause my grandfather doesn't care what time I go to sleep at his house, and I could hear my grandfather snoring, but I saw from the corner of my eye somebody walk into the bathroom. My grandfather was still in the chair and we were the only people there. I didn't see much of this person besides that they were wearing black. I was terrified, but like all young children, I did the dumb thing and I went to go look. The door was closed and the lights were on when I put my hand on the doorknob and hear the toilet flush. I opened the door and no one was inside the bathroom. This bathroom has no window, but the bathtub was full of water. That might sound normal to you, but my grandfather's tub doesn't have running water. I closed the door, sat in the chair, and waited for my mother to get me the next day. I told my mother and grandfather what I saw, and they looked at the tub, and they were baffled as me. Can someone explain this? I'm not sure if I could explain any of that. I mean, your grandfather has no running water, but yet there was water in that tub. But I'm pretty sure you might have witnessed like a ghost, but I don't know how ghosts can transfer water from like somewhere else and bring it into your bathroom. Hopefully it wasn't actually, you know, a person that broke into the house at nighttime and felt like, you know what, I want to fill up this tub with water because they have no running water and this is gonna freak them out. But other than that, I mean, where did that water come from? Moving into number 7, the story comes from Gracie_Conklin02. Younger, I can see ghosts and demons, and my house was built on a graveyard. So I had this friend named Sarah. She had long black and pale skin, blue eyes and freckles, and always wore a white and blue dress with cowgirl boots. And when I got older, my mind blocked her out, but a couple months ago, I woke up with an S scratch on my back and I got scared. My question is, did your parents know that your house was built on a graveyard? Because is this real life right now? How terrifying is that? There's a lot of dead people underneath like your bedroom. Why would someone even think to build a house on a dead person? I mean, your house is gonna be forever haunted. I would move far, far away as soon as possible. Like, I'm not even kidding. Number 6 also comes from YouTube. User Pineapple Pearl sent this in. I saw my little brother in 2 places at the same time. So I went downstairs, got a drink, and then went back up, and I saw my brother. He was just looking at me. Then I saw him in the bathroom, and I don't know if I have my real brother now. And this happened 3 years ago. Okay, are you sure you don't have maybe, you know, twin brothers? Maybe there actually is 2 of them. Maybe you were just super tired, your eyes, your brain, it played tricks on you. Or maybe you have a shapeshifter in your house, and it was pretending to be your brother. Or maybe the shapeshifter is your brother. Now that would be a twist ending. K-Drawing replied to that story and said, one of them is a ghost/demon. Chammy Bros also said, you're right, not his brother, but a demon. Well, I have to say, your brother has a lot of questions that must be answered. First question is, are you a shapeshifter? Number 5 comes from Lauren_A_13, and she said, I used to live in a really haunted house where weird things happen all the time, but I will tell you the most bone chilling. We've had many accounts of feeling people touch us and no one was there. My dad once saw someone sitting on his and my mom's bed in the reflection of the mirror. When he turned around, they were gone. I think the scariest thing that ever happened was when I was a teenager. I was babysitting my little sister. It was just her and I alone that night. My parents were out of town, 10ish. I put her in the crib to sleep for the night. She was only 6 months old. When I woke the next morning, she was in her bassinet in the living room. Keep in mind, it was only her and I home, and I hadn't moved her. My parents never made us stay overnight alone ever again after that. Okay, wow, that's pretty messed up. Pretty terrifying. And you know what? Thanks for sending that in. And you know what? By the way, congrats on meeting that country star at the Country Fest. I mean, that's so sick. How did you get so close to him? And yeah, I might have lurked your Instagram. Number 4, this story comes from Hayaka. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Well, congrats on having a baby last year. I also lurked you and for also getting married. Well, let's get into the story that you sent in to us. When I was 9, my family moved to another city and we were cleaning our new rented house. My mom was cleaning the closet in my sister's room and she found a voodoo thing. She just threw threw it away. Then a week later, after we moved in the house, my sister started to complain that someone would always tap in her window. My dad then slept in my sister's room so she can catch the person that was doing that. But the night he slept there wasn't any tapping on the window, but my sister was still scared. So my parents said to share my room with her, and her room became a playroom for me. I used to play every day after school, and suddenly I started acting weird. At least that's what my family said. And then one day I started crying a lot for like 3 hours straight. My other sister came home from work and she took me to another room and started praying and was asking for whatever was there to leave. As soon as she said leave, the door just opened and closed by itself. I stopped crying. Yeah, I would stop crying too because I would be so confused what the heck is going on. Pretty scary story. Thanks for sending that in. Moving into number 3. The scary story comes from Jadasphere on Instagram, and they said this. I love how they get the community involved. My true story. So I had some friends over at my house, which is over 100 years old. Pretty old house. And we were playing with my Furby. I don't know why I loved those things back then. Anyways, after we stopped playing, we simply turned it off and we were playing on the bed when all of a sudden it turned on. This usually happens, but this time it was saying something weird, falling over and over again. So I took out the batteries and threw it in the closet. The second it did that, my friend fell off the bed. A little bit after lunch, we came in and it was in front of my closet with no batteries, staring at us while saying something inaudible. But it was not a normal voice. We decided to throw it out, and the day after my friend left, I found it again in the closet. I'm pretty sure my brother destroyed it after that. Not a fun experience. Well, firstly, thanks again for submitting that story. It was terrifying, and we love that you guys become a part of the video. And for that toy, I think it's time to like torch it and bury it as deep as you can bury it. Alright, moving right along. And at number 2, the story is from Stupid Goose 06 on Instagram, and they wrote, "One day I woke up in the middle of the night in tears. It must have been because my granddad had just died. I figured to get out of the bed and to get a drink. I was 9 at the time. I went to the kitchen and got my glass of water, and on my way back I heard a soft, quiet voice, 'Don't drop it.' I looked back and there was a see-through figure standing there smiling and waving as I called out, 'Gramps.' He then put his finger to his mouth and slowly disappeared. I went and told my mom, and she said that he liked me the most out of my 2 siblings. This experience is why I still believe in ghosts and give them respect if I abandon haunted buildings." I think they were saying like if I entered haunted buildings, I'm not sure. And then they also wrote, "I am 15 now." I would for sure also be a believer if I saw, you know, grandpa in the kitchen and he passed away. Well, once I was really young, I actually stared into the mirror for so long and I saw my older sister in the reflection. But she was in school and I was home. I was pretty freaked out. I mean, we seem to see a lot of things while we are kids. And another reason why I don't stare at mirrors today, because you just don't know. Finally, number 1, we have a story from Baekhyun from Instagram, and they said this, and I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names right. I'm trying my best. You guys try to pronounce my last name, alright? Okay, here's my story. I remember a while ago, I used to have this mother and daughter living next to my house. The daughter's name was Katie, and we were best friends. We would play together almost every day, and we would always have sleepovers. I don't know why, but she wore the same princess overalls every day. Her mom's name was Vanessa, and was a pretty good friend to my mom. I never remember them moving out, but just all of a sudden, they were gone. When I asked my mom where they went, she had no idea what I was talking about. A couple weeks later, we went to the store and I saw her and her mom. I went to them and I talked to them about what happened to them, and they just said they had some business to take care of. I went to my mom and told her, but she didn't believe me. I tried to show her, but they were gone. We got home and the news came on. It said a girl was found dead in a ditch, and it appeared to be there for a couple of days now. They had a picture of her when she was alive, and it was Katie. Same clothes, hair, everything. I freaked out because I had just talked to her at the store. I went to show my mom, but the TV wouldn't rewind and she never believed me. I've been weirded out and scared ever since. Okay, wow, that is a very scary and terrifying story, and also pretty sad. Does your mom still not believe you to this day? I know I believe you for sure. Well, this is the end of the video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for submitting in your stories. And remember to submit your stories into this video or on Instagram, Find Me Landon Productions, to be a part of the next video. And thank you so much to Raid Shadow Legends for making this video possible. Huge shout out to them. Make sure you guys go check out their game. It's free to play. You guys can click the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.